morning, everyone. 29 degrees, sunny right now. Welcome to Aired Out, live from Fly on the Wall Productions. Barrie, Vermont is where we are. Streamed everywhere you get your podcasts and on the web at airedoutvt.com. Right next to Raylene this morning. We almost didn't have a podcast this morning, Raylene.
No, we almost didn't. Spectrum was having internet issues and no internet this morning.
Yeah.
They promised that it would be up by 9, and by 7:40, it was up and running again.
Okay.
But when I first got up at 5, it was not. And when I stopped at the store this morning, after dropping Craig at work at 6:30, they didn't have any internet there either, so no credit card machines, all of that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it really messes lots of stuff up.
Well, yeah, isn't it amazing how much we take it for granted?
Well,
really.
we depend on it a lot.
Yeah, we do. We do, big time. I don't even know where to begin this morning. Today is National Stress Awareness Day.
I thought that was yesterday. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's today.
All right.
I mean, it's always a good time to remind people that, being in a constant state of stress can be a real killer. 100,000 Americans die every year from stress.
I did it for yesterday.
Okay.
So we get 2 days of that.
Yeah, I guess. Just, try to de-stress no matter who you are, wherever you are, what you're doing, If you're in a career that is kind of shitty and you want to try something new, get out. Don't sit around and wait. Call Giroux, General Transport, right here in Barrie, and say, hey, what do I have to do to become a truck driver, to be independent, to make more money, to create my own hours and my own schedule, Get in touch with Giroux General Transport.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of a no-brainer. Birthdays today, 40 for Raylene Sanborn. Sylvester Furlong is 56 today. Janelle Brennan, 35. Chris Cheney, 50. Greg Parker, 61. Zachary Hughes on the list today. Let's see. Who else? Melody Ashford McGrath. Happy birthday to you. Jackie Taylor. Doug Shute, 47. John Szymanskis is 77 years old today. Wow. Susan Tallman, 65. Love that lady.
Me too.
Bobby Henry is 30. Let's see. James Haslam is on the list today, and that's it for birthdays. So thanks for getting your day started with us. We appreciate your eyes, your ears. We have a lot to get to. We're going to be chatting with Logan Luce, talking sports. We're also going to be chatting with the frontman of Mal Maes, who is going to be performing a Day of the Dead celebration tomorrow night in Fairleigh. It is going to be incredible. Rooted Entertainment Solutions is behind this. And this guy, the more I read about him, the more I hear him. Vermont Pace Band, these guys are absolutely incredible. I just cannot believe my ears. But a lot to get to this morning. Let's begin with last night. First and foremost, before we say anything about the fire last night, God, if you're listening, thank you for keeping everyone safe and okay. The fact that we were able to get through something like that without any kind of injuries is just when you see that the magnitude of that fire, to think that there were no injuries and that everyone is okay is absolutely amazing, and we are so blessed with the mutual aid that showed up last night was remarkable. We had departments from everywhere, every town that showed up to Montpelier last night, to the RK Miles building, which caught fire. I think the fire was initially reported right around 6 o'clock or so, or thereabouts, and then shortly after, just completely just got out of control. And the pictures, the video that was coming into us that we were trying to post as quickly as we could was just
was
unreal.
insane. And
Unreal.
just so everyone knows, we should tell people that we weren't going as quick when it first started because the girls were live with four
Right.
quarters, and so we don't step on
Sure.
that.
Yeah, absolutely true. Yes, they were
Yeah.
live when this all started, which was right around the same time that they
And they were wrapping up,
Yeah.
so we knew we were going to be able to go soon. It just,
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't. I mean, this is obviously one of the big stories that's trending right now in Vermont. We don't know yet the cause of the fire. The Vermont State Police are there this morning. The investigations teams, they're all trying to find out what the cause of this horrible fire was last night. And when we get information, obviously we're watching, we're listening, we're paying attention to what's coming down through the media, and we'll share it with you. But once again, first and foremost, no one was injured. To think that no firemen were injured.
I know,
is
it was a
amazing.
miracle. Montpelier did lose a fire truck.
Yes.
But that was it. No injuries, no loss of life, none of that. And so,
Do we know anything more about how that truck was? I mean, what happened?
just where it was parked, the wind shifted and it was caught.
And that was a Montpelier truck? Mm-hmm. My God.
Yeah.
That's just so unfortunate, man. And
Absolutely.
yeah, it was windy last night. And, the pictures, the video is incredible to see this. And that one shot that we got from Annie
From the mall.
from the mall.
That was crazy.
To see the glow in the sky. I mean, wow.
I saw pictures from far away as Graniteville, and the same thing. You could see it glowing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you're just joining us, good morning, everyone. We're looking at a sunny day today, around 44 degrees. Really nice. I mean, this might even be the pick of the week here. It's quite beautiful. I love it. 32.
Right now, it's not so.
No. Well, at least it's sunny. We've got blue sky and sunshine, which we've been really lacking that, man. It's been cloudy and drizzly and dreary and shitty for
And
a
yesterday, spitting
while. I
snowy.
know. Did you see it? Oh,
Yes, I saw it.
everywhere.
I bitched the entire time.
I know. So many people did. I was driving. I was on the interstate. But blue sky, sunshine right now. It is. It's just. You know what? Take a deep breath of the air this morning. If you're having a hard time waking up, roll the window down and just take a nice deep breath of that cool, clean air. That's what I do. We're looking at 32 tonight, partly cloudy skies through the overnight. And then tomorrow on Friday, looks like 51 for the daytime high. I love that. With clouds coming in during the afternoon, but partly sunny is the official word. 51 again. Weekend at this point, not too bad. Saturday, some sunshine, 50. Sunday, more clouds than sun, and 48. So if you have plans for the first weekend of November. Back to the RK Miles fire last night. What else do we want to talk about with that?
I'm not sure there's anything else to talk about.
Right.
It was horrendous, and our hearts are with them. And how much more can happen?
Sure.
I'm not sure. I hope not much more. Enough is enough. We've done our share.
Yeah.
And, my God, I hope they can rebuild and be okay and bounce back from this.
Yeah. There was some chatter on social media last night about the connection of the two fires in such a short period of time in the city of Montpelier and all that. All we know is that the investigators are on the scene right now this morning, and they're trying to find the cause of the fire last night.
Right.
Number one. Number two, or we should say number one, no one got hurt, no injuries. everyone is safe. I think most of us here in Vermont lead with that and say buildings are buildings, property is property. I mean, if we haven't learned that from July 10th, I don't know how we ever will. Vermont has taken, especially Montpelier, has taken some really hard sucker punches. We will recover. We will be okay. We'll find out how this fire started, and God bless all of our men and women who make up our fire departments in our surrounding communities for responding so quickly and so professionally. They know what they're doing, and we, for the most part, I think most people stayed the hell out of the way and let them do what they know best, which happened last night.
Yeah.
Could you smell any of the smoke here in Barron?
I could not.
Okay. Freaky. The other big story is Kyle Brissett back in court yesterday, pleading not guilty. But some more details of that whole story involving the death of
Jeff
Caron is surfacing now, that the body was burned and dumped into a remote location off of Gore Road in a clearing.
Right. They brought him there. They shot him somewhere else, brought him there, and set him on fire.
Apparently, according to WCX, he was shot at the home of Chris Relation.
Yeah, in Berlin.
So, but obviously, we're paying attention to that story. We're watching it, and he was back in court yesterday and pled not guilty, which I think is pretty much protocol, right? So what happens next?
A long, drawn-out trial process, unless he just says, "Sure, sentence me," but that'll probably never happen.
What's he facing? 20 years, I think. 20 years is what I read.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sad story. The governor had a press conference yesterday about the 8 gun-related deaths, homicides that we have had in Vermont in the span of
just a couple of weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. And he had the support of the state police in speaking out, saying that some of these incidents most of them anyway, are in some way or another
related to drugs. Right. Not all, but most. And he did reiterate the fact that the state police, just like everybody else, is so short. I mean, the staff is, I can't remember the numbers, but what they know, I think 51 vacancies, I believe it was, within the department. That's huge. And so, I know one that retired just a week ago. So, they need help.
Yeah.
And they're having to pull in resources from other places. And
I'm just,
Not good.
Yeah, it's insane what's going on, and it's got a lot of people stressed out on this National Stress Awareness Day today.
And speaking of stress, I know there's been a lot of stress surrounding some conversations and reports of a suspicious white RAV4 in the Tomsham and Corinth area. And so far, the Vermont State Police has followed up with all of those reports. And they did make contact with the person in the RAV4 who said they were hunting, and then it was verified that they had permission to be where they were hunting, and they just, want to acknowledge the fact that right now the perception regarding interactions with strangers is maybe a little different than what it has been because of everything going on.
True.
But that so far, the claims have been unsubstantiated.
Yep.
And they just want people to still please be aware. And if you see something, absolutely say something. But they want the public to know that they have looked into this, and that's where things stand with it.
Yeah.
And if you do, maybe there's quite possible more than one Toyota white RAV4 somewhere. And so if you do run into this person again, that you've had an incident that made you feel uncomfortable and a little bit frightened, please try to get their plate and call that into the state police.
Okay.
They do want to hear. They acknowledge that it doesn't mean that they talked to the exact person
Sure.
that was the problem. So
It is so easy to draw conclusions and to try to connect dots on our own from where we are, whether we're driving in our car, listening to the news, whether we're at home, watching TV, listening to Aired Out, whatever it may be, to try to be the investigator and piece things together.
Right.
When what we really need to do, and we remind each other of this all the time, is just stop, take a deep breath, take a step back, and allow time and facts to fit into place and not overreact. But respond appropriately and know what your place is. You know, let the authorities do their job, let the professionals do their job, but at the same breath, like you are always saying, Raylene, on the air, if you see something, say something. Be aware of your surroundings. Be vigilant. If there's something that doesn't smell quite right,
right.
pick up the phone
And
call
I think
911.
it's Michaela Bernier is saying, I agree wholeheartedly, and that's why I am happy that they acknowledge that it's quite possible and that they did not talk to the person that was involved in that incident. And that is the incident that I had read about. We posted it on Aired Out because I was very concerned. And so hopefully we can get some more information about that incident and that vehicle to the state police sooner than later. And then when we say this, what you're talking about, I went through a similar situation the other night, and I'm not going to get into huge details because of what it is, but I was in a situation where I pulled onto a road. It was a single lane of travel. I was there, and the car that was coming down the road at the same time as me didn't want to budge. I had concern for what was happening. Don't do this because like I did, but I get out of my car and approach that car. Don't ever do that. And they really wanted to leave. They wanted me to get out of the way, which I ended up eventually doing. But everything in the end turned out to be okay, kind of. The entire situation was still concerning and sketchy, and it scared me to death. And I made phone calls, absolutely. Did what I needed to do. So I think that you still, if it's your gut, no matter what the police say or anybody else say, if it's your gut and you don't feel comfortable, then say something. And don't get out of your car and
Yeah.
approach vehicles.
Yeah. Well, it's we're human beings. We react passionately, sometimes more with our heart and less our head. We all do that. We all do that. I do that. But we need to be careful. We need to just try to slow down a little bit. Just take a deep breath and rethink. Think and then rethink. But don't overthink.
Right.
Pick up the phone and make a call if you need to.
Right. And if your gut says, then listen to your gut and get yourself safe. Always.
Maybe another example of this is if you're driving a tractor trailer and your gut says, I might be in kind of a tight situation here coming through this notch. This may possibly not be a great idea. Maybe stop.
Yeah, and it officially, the notch closed
What?
officially yesterday for the season. The barriers weren't up yet, but the signs were up, and it officially closed for the season. Yet this morning, here we are with a truck stuck in the notch. One commenter said, leave it there.
I think that's a fabulous.
Nobody else needs to use the road all winter long anyway. Leave it there.
Whoever said that is brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally agree. Leave it. Let it get crushed by 40, 50 feet of snow.
Yeah, let it just sit there all winter long. Nobody's going to use the road anyway, and screw it.
Absolutely.
That'll teach them a lesson, maybe.
Give the mice and the rats a place to live the good life.
Yeah, for the winter. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Oh, my God. One last hurrah for Smuggler's Notch. And when did this happen?
This morning.
Early
this morning. Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The other big story that is trending in Vermont this morning is the teenage suspect in Bristol. In that shooting, he has been released on a 24-hour curfew under house arrest, and that has stirred up a lot of reaction this morning from everyone. It doesn't matter if you're on WCAX's site or PTZ's or 2244 or Aired Out. There's a lot of people that have some strong opinions about that.
Yes, they do. And there's a lot of circumstances within that one case. And I'm not sure that all of them will ever totally come out because of his age and some sealed, confidential information with DCF. And, definitely a lot of opinions there.
Yeah. I want to check in with Logan Luce this morning quickly and just talk Thursday night football. It is Thursday, right? My God. It is, Raylene?
It is.
Is it Thursday?
It is.
I just want to make sure. I'm just making sure. And just correct me before we connect in with Logan. It's usually, what is it? Usually just one game on Thursday nights, right? I'm
That's
pretty sure.
right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can get him this morning. I don't know. It's 9:24. We're going to be chatting with Mal Maes in just a little bit. We've lost Logan, but that's all right. That's all right. Mal Maes is this incredible group that is a Vermont-based group that fuses together cumbia and Latin and reggae and world music, and they do such an incredible job. I've never experienced these guys. I've heard of them, but I've never heard them until I started exploring them on YouTube and whatnot in my car. And man, I'll tell you, to be driving through Barrie with the windows down, blasting the music of Mal Maes is it was really something else. It was an experience. So we're going to be chatting with those guys in just a little bit. But I think we have Logan with us. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, JD. How are you today?
Top of the morning to you. We got Raylene right here next to us. And
Good
listen,
morning. I really.
you have our Thursday night.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yes, do tell, please.
Yeah. So today's Thursday night game is the Titans and the Steelers. We have a solid matchup tonight. I'm excited to see how that is. Titans are actually playing with their rookie young talent Will Levis, so that'll be interesting to see. Ryan Tannehill is out with a I think some kind of sprain injury, but so he'll be out for the game. So that would be interesting to see the Titans run some young talent. Steelers are coming in. You know, they came from a loss, but I think this game could be a good opportunity for them to take a win. You know, continue their current record. Hopefully, bump them up to 5-3. But excited to see that game. I also want to talk about Monday night's game, the
Yes.
final score for that. That was the Lions and the Raiders, which the Lions came out on top on that game. They came out 26-14, with the Lions beating the Raiders, putting the Lions 6-2. That's incredible, honestly, to think about, like the Lions being 6-2. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and you were pulling for them.
I was. I have been on like that underdog rooting train lately for the Lions, just because like over the years they've just been like, you know, they've never had like, you know, great seasons. And so seeing them, you know, like having a really good year now and like, you know, being a really good team now is definitely impressive for sure. They've definitely turned it around.
What's coming up Sunday? Maybe
Ooh, Sunday.
not
Yeah,
necessarily that you have all the matchups, but obviously you're looking forward to this coming Sunday.
yes, I am. So Sunday's coming up. I'm ready for that. I'm excited to sit down and watch a couple games for that. Some games I'm excited to like watch. Some like big ones that I'm seeing already are like gonna be the Dolphins and Chiefs will be playing at actually apparently they'll be playing the morning game and must be in London because it's a 9:30 game. So the Dolphins and the Chiefs are looking like they're playing in London on Sunday. There's also going to be the Cowboys and Eagles, so a divisional matchup, which will be really fun to watch. And then we'll also have the Bills, the Bengals. So a couple good games to look out for sure.
If you ever want to see a crazed look in the eye of another human being, watch carefully. Zoom in on Lori Shepherd's face when she starts talking about the Steelers or the Dolphins, but especially the Steelers. She kind of gets a little. Her eyes start bugging out a little bit. She starts getting this weird twitch, or one of her ears is like vibrating. I mean, she's scary. She's scary.
Hey man, when you're a super fan of something, you definitely, you know, you hate losing for sure.
I know she'll be
Yeah.
watching tonight. I'm waiting for her to come in here with her face painted black and gold. It's going to happen at some point.
No, that'll be something for sure.
My man, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate you so much.
Thank you, JD, and thank you, Raylene.
Have
Thank
a
you guys
great
for
day and
having
a
the
great
show.
weekend.
Yeah, Logan Luce, man, he knows his stuff. And one of these days, I'm sure, we'll watch a football game with him. Tickets are on sale right now online for the Marvels movie, which is opening November 9th, fgbtheaters.com. I want to give everyone the heads up on that. If you're a fan, get your tickets right now, fgbtheaters.com. You can watch it right there at the Paramount Twin Cinema in Barrie. They're open 7 days a week, matinees on Saturdays and Sundays. 5 Nights at Freddy's. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm hearing it's a great movie. That's playing. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, is still in theaters, but if you haven't seen it yet, don't wait too much longer because I think it goes out this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Am I right on that, Raylene? I think it's this week.
I think you're right.
And then it's over. Barbie, which is one of Raylene's favorite movies of the entire year. That's also playing November 6th through the 8th at 6:30, and then yes, that's it. The Marvels, though, that's going to be big. Starts at November 9th at 6:45. Chuck's going to be watching that one. He's a big fan. Yeah. So.
And this weekend on the 4th, actually. So on the 4th, on Saturday, is the 131 raffle at the VFW
Oh my
Post
God.
790.
Is it?
Right here in Eastbury. And Susan, who is the auxiliary, lady of the auxiliary. I mean, she is it. And they are looking for baked goods to sell during that time. So if you are willing to bake up some goodies and get them over to the VFW Post 790,
Yep.
they would love to have them.
Amen. It's not a guarantee.
And if you haven't bought tickets, get your ass over there and get them.
Thank you for saying it just like that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Just what are you waiting for? Just
Shit or get off the pot.
Thank you. Just walk right in the door and say you want to get your ticket.
That's right.
Stop fooling around.
Right. Cut it out.
Get bacon. Make some fat-free cookies. We're going to be chatting with this amazing band in just a little bit that's doing a Day of the Dead celebration on Friday night in Fairleigh, and it's going to be unbelievable. Mal Mays in just a little bit, right here on Aired Out. What else do we have for community calendar stuff related? Brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper.
All right, so community calendar stuff, I have to get in there because I'm not in there. But in the meantime, while I'm doing that, we can do two things at the same time. Let's talk about the fact that Nelson's Ace Hardware is closing today at 4 o'clock so that they, along with their entire staff, can enjoy the employee appreciation dinner
Yes.
at the Barry Elks tonight.
Yes.
And I will be there as well. That's an annual event for employees of all employees and business owners as well. And then city employees and staff and community members and all of that stuff. Everybody is welcome. It's $10 for the entrance per plate. And yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
And so I just want to make sure that everybody knows that Nelson's is going to close
Yes. What time again?
at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
So that will be that's a major deal. When Nelson's is going to close early, you know
You bet.
that is a major deal.
Yep.
So that is going on. And then we have the fall bingo tournament that is tomorrow at Berry City Elementary School at 6 p.m. That starts at 6 p.m. I posted that yesterday. Not a lot going on this weekend.
That's fine, Raylene.
Right, because we just had a
crazy.
crazy weekend. So, yeah, there is a bike build brunch at Wilkins at 10 on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want brunch, right?
Yep. Yes.
Um,
Love it.
yeah,
Can't get enough of it.
yeah. And so get over there. I know, let me tell you, tonight is also line dancing at the Den.
Oh, yes. Thursday night.
Thursday night. So the beginners class starts from at 6, goes till 7, and the advanced is from 7 to 9. So that's over there at the Den. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't checked it out, you really should. You should go over. It's a great time. And they're open Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 12 now.
Okay.
And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 4 to 2 a.m. So Friday night is going to be DJ Basics, and Saturday night the band Crazy Country will be there. So if you haven't gone, check it out. I mean, huge dance floor, pool tables, nice bar. It's just a great space.
You know what we should do? We should.
We
go
had a
there.
great time there last weekend.
I know you did. I know you did. I saw the pictures. I can't believe your costume, if you will, was Stephen Donahue. I mean, how the hell
know.
did you get that?
I called him up and I asked if I could do it.
Did you threaten him?
No. He even brought it to me right here to my
Amazing.
house on his way to his Halloween party on Saturday, all folded up nicely, and he gave me a hug and a peck on the cheek.
Oh my God! Did he at least put it in the washing machine and clean all the milk off of that?
Yes.
Thing? Okay.
It was not all like hard as cardboard and stinky anymore.
Smelly.
No.
Did you spill a drop or two of beer on it?
You don't spill beer, JD.
Just asking.
That's criminal
Just asking.
activity.
Hey,
Those days are over for me.
I want to just say, right. Joe Edson is saying the American Legion in Northfield's having a breakfast on Sunday the 5th
Nice.
from 7 to 11. I love the word breakfast.
I know.
tell
Well, you know
me.
who serves breakfast every day
Delicate
from 7 to
decadence.
10? Delicate Decadence. Right here, Main Street, Barry, in the Blanchard Brow.
And I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. We're not talking about some shitty breakfast sandwich that's been under the heat lamps for 4 or 5 hours.
Make it as right there.
They make
right
it
when you order
cooked
it.
to order. You want something? You tell them what you want: pancakes, sausage, eggs. You want an omelet? You want this? They got a menu, and Tim's going to make it up fresh for you, and it's going to be put in front of you. It's going to be steaming hot. You can have some hot coffee right there as well, and you're going to be happy.
Yeah, coffee or tea or hot chocolate. All kinds of things.
I meant to say to you yesterday and completely forgot that please, can we go back over there and broadcast live some morning and have breakfast again over at Delicate
Of
Decadence?
course we can.
I really want to do that. They have some great events that are coming up. They've got another game night, which is on the way soon. We're going to be obviously promoting this and promoting it well. There was a lot of great conversation on the airwaves yesterday morning with Dan Moland and the pastor of Enough Ministries right here in the Granite City. And I just want to take a second and thank him for a podcast episode yesterday that I won't soon forget. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, please do. It is. I'm almost begging you to listen to yesterday's show because it was just cram packed with so much important information. It was just nonstop about a long-term flood recovery effort that's happening right here in Barrie, and up at near the Barrie Auditorium. That disaster assistance effort that's been up there is going to be ending this week, I think.
The FEMA one?
Yeah.
The FEMA's gone.
The other one.
Right.
The other one. FEMA is involved with it, but it's up there in the building that's adjacent to the auditorium. I don't know why I'm
Alumni Hall.
Alumni Hall. That is ending this week. So, but disaster assistance will not be ending. If Dan Moland has anything to say about it, and he made that very clear yesterday, that this is something that is going to be ongoing, and they will not give up. They will not give up. We're going to connect in right now with Rooted Entertainment Solutions is presenting a special Day of the Dead celebration that's coming up at the Fairleigh Town Hall, and it features Mal Mays, who is going to be performing live. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My man, I am so happy to have you on. Brew Hall.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? Vermont-based. You are right in Burlington, and you guys are the cat's ass, man. I have had a chance to listen to you, to experience you guys in my car, as loud as it'll go, and I absolutely love what I'm hearing. I haven't had a chance to see you perform live, but tell me a little bit about who you guys are, and you're a native of Costa Rica, right?
That's correct. So I moved here 10 years ago, Costa Rica to Vermont, and the first thing I did was to put a band together. So technically, I've been playing with these dudes for 9 years and a half now, and we have created a great mix. The idea of our band is to explore the psychedelic side of the Latin music. So you get to hear a lot of that, like 70s Carlos Santana there, but also some surf rock with Montuno and cumbia. That is our style that we call it also chicha. So that's technically what we're doing. Right now we are recording our second album, 14 tracks we're trying to make on LP. And like you said, we're based in Burlington and we're all over. We're heading to Canton, New York right now to perform and coming back tomorrow to this big event that we're having in Ferdy Town with our good friend Matt from the Root Entertainment. I'm pretty excited to be hosting, a party that still in the Halloween theme, but it's also part of my culture where we, honor our ancestors and our dead folk,
Yeah. So what explain to folks that may not be familiar with that part of your culture, that this is a really big deal. The Day of the Dead is the day, I guess technically the day after Halloween, where if I think correct me here, if you get a photograph or some kind of memorabilia of someone or something that has passed on, that's the one day where you can feel their spirit come back in.
So it is a tradition that changed from town to town, but to give you a general idea, we call it Day of the Dead. It's starting actually today, the 2nd, the 3rd, and then it's a day where we create an altar and we put photos of our folks that have passed away, but also our pets. And we just make like a really beautiful altar with the flowers of the season, we bring food, and it's a day to think about. Even though we do it the whole year long, today is, it's like our holiday to do it. And I will say have bigger roots in Mexico, but even south where I'm coming from, we still, it's like a day. It's like Mother's Day. It's like a day you celebrate your mother every day, but then on Mother's Day is extra special.
It's fantastic.
That makes sense for you?
It does, but it really is. It's a celebration too. I mean, there's no fooling around here. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be dressing up. We're gonna have a costume contest this Friday at the Fairleigh Town Hall.
Yeah. Also want to add, we're bringing a band from Philadelphia.
Yes.
They are they're going to be opening the night, and they're good friends, and they're going to be their first time in Vermont. So it's another cumbia band with like a Peruvian lead female singer, and it's odd. It is, you don't get to see this much here in Vermont.
No.
And we are providing this huge event. I think everybody should come out, even if it's out of curiosity or if you love to dance. Tell your friends, buy a ticket, share the post. We are all over right now. But
in Mariposas Galacticas, they're not. You can't easily find them on YouTube. They're kind of flying under the radar a little bit.
They are. This is a new band, but a lot of their musicians have a long career. They just decide to start performing together, and they're awesome. I know one of the clarinet players is have his family in Waterbury, so that's how I know them. But we've been in touch for a long time, and finally we put together these events where we're going to be performing together, and I think it's a great opportunity for the community here, or where all the people who are listening, to just come and check us out live. Come have something fun to do this weekend. It's a little cold, but we're gonna warm up with all the dancing we're gonna do.
Hell yes, it is. It is almost impossible to stay still when you guys are performing. I mean, just watch some of your YouTube videos. Watch what you guys do right here in Vermont, but all over the place. I mean, you perform everywhere. But man, to have you guys Burlington based is absolutely incredible. The caliber of talent that's coming out of you guys is amazing. So, cumbia music. So this is this South America?
Yeah, exactly. It's South. Come from the South. Was born in Colombia, but spread out over the countries: Panama, Costa Rica, where I come from. And technically, it's a rhythm from the African diaspora that come, to back in the day and makes. But it's right now it's part of our culture, meaning it's a very danceable beat. It is all over the radio stations where I'm coming from, and we are just spreading the style on the northern countries, and that's part of my mission here, kind of like share my culture and heritage while we make like an explosive party. We're festive, we're like carnival.
Now I see. Oh, I love it. And the food that goes with it, incredible. I see the last name here, Sandoval. Listen. When I was in high school, for whatever reason, maybe I was I don't know, maybe everyone thought I was a loser because I wasn't listening to all the typical 80s music, but I was listening to Arturo Sandoval.
Oh, here we go.
Now, come on now. Break it down for me now. Tell me you're not. Are you related? So,
well, I will say that I'm coming from a musical family, 8 generations. So I'm the product of that, I'm mostly have said all the Sandovals are related, but I'm Vargas Sandoval. So my 2 last names are being in the music scene for over 200 years.
Wow.
So I'm somebody who, I'm an artist, and same was my dad and my grandfather and my great grandfather. And I come from a lineage of musicians.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be weird that I'm connected with all these folks,
Oh man, I know. It gives me goosebumps, man. Cumbia, Latin, reggae, world music, all with a psychedelic flair. When Matt told me that, he had my attention instantly.
Well, right about. Thanks for making the time for this. I really hope that this helped to spread more the word and people start knowing more about our band. We do multiple events, and we're all over social media and everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, all those social platforms. And now, talking here with you, I just really appreciate it. And the work that Matt is doing in his community goes beyond my band, but I also appreciate what he's doing for his community. And I think it's just a great collaboration that we had for this weekend.
Yeah. So do we. We love them as well. They work so hard, and they bring a style of music to all of us up here in the hills of Vermont that we don't regularly find. And we love and appreciate them. Thanks so much for coming on the air with us, pal.
Right on. Thank you so much, friend. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You got it, brother. Can't wait to meet you guys.
All right. Be well.
Yeah. God, it's that. I just love that. What's that?
You're going.
Hell yeah.
Is Chris going too?
I don't. Massey?
Yeah. Did you invite him?
I haven't invited him, but I'll tell you right now, Massey, that fella has got a lot of culture inside of him, man. I think he would love it. I really do.
Well, he probably would.
I mean, it's just.
I was just curious.
Fun music.
If you boys were going to be out again, I was going to call the law ahead of time.
He's thinking about it right now.
He is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, you never know. It sounds like a great time.
Yeah. And you know what? Thanks to
Is
Matt.
it tomorrow night? Or is it is tomorrow night? Yep.
Thanks to Matt and Bessie.
I know. Rooted Entertainment.
We have kind of a new connection with them, a new partnership with them that stems from the Green Mountain Smokeout.
Yeah.
This past summer, and I'm so blessed by that relationship
Yeah.
and that partnership, and
great people.
They're great people. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
We stumbled upon them.
Yes.
You didn't even know
No.
that existed.
No.
And that there was a stage. We were looking all over for where it might be.
I know.
And you were so excited to go to that.
Beyond excited.
You still talk about
I
it.
still can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people should go out and check it out. It sounds like it's going to be a really good time.
Hey, I forgot to mention, we were talking sports, and you posted up that we lost Bobby Knight.
Yes.
He died at 83 years old.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I watched some video of him this morning. He was brutal. I saw him slap a guy right across the face.
Yes.
Like, get your shit together, buddy.
Bobby Knight has been
I couldn't believe it.
in so much trouble over the years, over his career. But people either loved him or hated him. I mean, maybe not hated, but maybe so. He was very controversial at times.
Well, yeah, some of the video I saw, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that boy didn't mess around.
No. Not only did Bobby Knight pass, which is huge. We should have talked about this with Logan. I can't believe I forgot about that. But also the Texas Rangers won the World Series last night, beating the Arizona Diamondbacks by a score of 5-0. Closed out the series in 5 games. So let's see. Texas Rangers overcame a 6-inning no-hitter by Arizona pitcher Zach Gallen. So that's it.
Yeah. Do you want to know what else? Let's talk about a couple of our sponsors.
Yes, please.
So Fecto Homes has a incredible 2-bedroom, brand new single-wide trailer set up in a park in
Yes.
Berlin,
Yes.
and $1,400 a month.
Yeah.
That includes your mortgage payment,
Yep.
your annual taxes,
Yes.
and your insurance.
Yeah.
That is damn good, and
It
it's
is.
yours. You're not paying it to a landlord. It's yours. And so for a brand new 2-bedroom, nobody's living over you, under you, beside you. You're not fighting for parking spaces, this, that, and the other thing. You've got laundry right there where you are. You're not putting coins and walking 2-3 floors away, whatever.
Keep going.
I mean,
know.
how could you not?
How could you not? No brainer.
I believe that, yes, it is truly, that is affordable housing. When you look at
Yes.
the cost of apartments and what it costs to
Yep.
rent,
Yep.
to have something of your own, $1,400 inclusive is pretty awesome. And so you should give them a call down there at Fecto Homes, 229-2721, and check it out. Make an appointment to check it out.
And listen, you can talk to Dan. You can talk to anyone down there. They're going to help you out. The link and all of this, what we're talking
It's
about,
right on the page.
It's right on the page. I
And
have to
it's
tell you,
2-bedroom, 2-bath. There's a master bedroom, master bath, and then a common bathroom and another bedroom. Huge closets, beautiful kitchen.
and the estimated mortgage again includes property taxes, insurance, and the lot rent. Wow! I saw this yesterday on Facebook. It showed up on my phone. I happened to be, I'm going to be honest with you, Raylene. I happened to be driving. I saw it come up from
So you
Fecto Homes.
went and checked it out?
I didn't check it out. I was far away, but I saw Fecto Homes drop this on Facebook yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my God! I hope Raylene is seeing this," and you did, and you posted it up. So it's fantastic.
Yeah. And then Ruthier Auto,
Yes.
right here on South Main Street in Barrie.
Yep.
They have some beautiful all-wheel drive cars.
I see that.
All of their cars are used, but they're used, certified. They've gone through them. They're just a great amount down there of cars that you can buy right now. And I know a lot of people are still looking after the flood to find something new.
Great point.
New to you, different. But stop in there and check it out too. Right now they have a 2011 Nissan Juke. It's a 5-door all-wheel drive, 114,000 miles on it for like $8,900.
Yeah. The thing is mint.
Yeah, it is mint.
If you don't believe
wanna
us,
know
look
why?
at the Air It Out
And
page.
it looks brand new on the inside and out. because Colby
Yeah.
reconditioned it. And boy,
That fella's good,
that
man.
guy does an incredible job. But give Ruthie a call, 622-0080, or stop by right here on South Main Street and check it out. They have a whole lot full of great used cars.
This is. I'm so glad that you're talking about this and not me, because I would have said juke.
Uke.
I'm glad you said uke.
No
How did
J.
you know that? How did you know that?
The J is silent
No,
in that
no.
car.
How did you know that, though? How did you know that?
I don't know. I just know.
You're right. I just would have gone with. I would have said juke. You said uke. That's impressive, Raylene. It's impressive.
Okay. You're whacked in the head.
I know I am.
But yeah, check that out. And like I said, get your ass over to the Den tonight for line dancing. Good exercise and a great time. Beginners 6 to 7.
Sure.
And the rest, the advanced starts at 7. But you can be there up till midnight, having a great bite to eat. I've posted the brand new menu.
Right.
You know, having a nice cold drink, hanging out with your friends. Go enjoy yourself.
And here's the thing about line dancing is, you're not going to be up there, sweating profusely and exhausted and out of breath and everything.
Well, you would be.
For most people,
Okay.
line dancing is, not overly strenuous.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving around, but you're not moving too much, and you're having fun, and you're listening to some damn good music.
Right.
So, and probably drinking some damn good drinks
And having a great time with Emil Goslin, one of the best instructors there ever was.
a period. Amen. How does it get any better than that?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Did you see the lineup and information I put up this morning about Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You looking forward to Thanksgiving and all that?
Thanksgiving's my absolute most favorite holiday of the year.
Good. I'm so glad that somebody feels that way. And you dropped the link up about Sticky Bun
Yeah, they found him.
with Benadryl.
Yeah, it's Kevin Bacon, and they found him by using a sticky bun with Benadryl.
Yeah. That lured him
Yes.
back home.
Yes.
That's huge. Huge. Can I
So
show
Kevin Bacon is home safe and sound after weeks
that? Yeah.
of roaming free
Right here.
and raising hell. There he is. And I wonder if the sticky bun with the Benadryl made
Definitely
him
enjoy.
woozy so they could get a hold of him.
Family got him on October 13th after he needed to be rehomed due to feeding costs.
He went right in the pen, no problems.
The next morning, he was gone.
He rooted underneath a post and removed it from the ground and then went under that area. of
Bad
the
piggy.
fence.
The whole community rallied
cute as
together
hell.
trying to catch him, but he outsmarted them every step of the way.
We got a net, he stepped around it. At the slightest crunch of a branch or a tree or leaves, he would book it.
During the weeks he was missing, even famous actor Kevin Bacon called for his return.
That was wild for me. There's an open invitation to Kevin Bacon anytime he wants to come out.
They finally got him after feeding him a sticky bun with pet-safe Benadryl.
Did it perhaps take the edge off enough for him to wander a little more freely? I think so. He had walked right into the pen, and all I had to do was shut the door behind him.
So, what's next for Kevin Bacon?
I do think he has a life of stardom ahead of him. We have plans for our property to open to the public farm and offer services for children and adults who struggle with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and Kevin is going to be here for all of that too.
Isn't that amazing, Raylene?
Yes.
It's just fantastic.
And look how cute he is. Doesn't it make you want to get a pet pig?
I would absolutely. Oh my God, I would love a pet pig.
Would you do like
Love.
my friend Kenny did and house train it, and let it be in the house?
Yes.
I mean, and his wasn't a little pig either. It got huge, but it was a member of the family, just like a dog. It was trained. It would ask to go out. All of that stuff, and it stayed right in the house always.
I'd have it on the couch under a fleece.
His got up on the couch.
Oh, that's what I would do.
And it would jump up on the couch to look out the window when he was driving up the driveway, when he'd get home at night, just like a dog.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Penelope.
So amazing. I would do the same thing. I'd be snuggled up watching a movie on the couch under a fleece blanket. Oh, I would love it. And, I'll tell you what, Raylene, if anybody wants to attract me anywhere, just give me a sticky bun with some Benadryl in it.
There you go.
And you'll have me. Mm-hmm. You will have me.
Yeah, hopefully the Benadryl makes you pass out, too. Then they can have you and tolerate you all at the same time.
Thanks for joining us this morning, everyone. Be well. God bless. Have a great Thursday. We'll chat with you again tomorrow.